Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Inside Movies Galore. I'm your host, David Strege, and here I have another review for you. About a week and a half ago, I received copies of a documentary by Marty Langford called Doomed, The Untold Story of Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four on Blu-ray, as well as a copy of the 1994 Fantastic Four that should have never happened but did. Today I'm just going to go on about the documentary by Marty Langford. Now, this is a very, very informative documentary. I mean, you've got the cast members of the Fantastic Four from 1994 going on, as well as the marketing guy involved, as well as the guy who was the editor behind the film, as well as the director. The director of the Fantastic Four film from 1994 was, in fact, Ole Sassone, or Sassoni. What made this film rather big at that point in time is that it was backed by none other than King of the B movies, Roger Corman, for quite some time, until he backed out. And then the film kind of just ended up sitting on the shelf. So this is the story and the backstory of why why they pulled out the stops on this film and then it just sat, and how fans have kept the film alive. So one of the things that I liked about the documentary, I don't want to say too much about this documentary, but I want to say that it was really well put together. The only two people that are not involved in this story is the original comic book artist behind the comics and Roger Corman himself, other than to say just a few words here and there. Now, one of the things that I liked is that the Thing's costume actually ended up being like this very animated head, where the facial expressions kind of went with the mood of the Thing. And you get to see a bit of the behind the scenes and the special effects, and that even for being on such a low budget, they expected this film to go somewhere. They expected it to, have some kind of a theatrical run. And that's the thing that surprised me the most. And the fact that Roger Corman was able to just sit back and take a check for this thing instead of letting it come out and standing behind the project that he was backing. That's the rub. I think this film got a lot of disrespect, and I think the actors involved did a fantastic job on the film. And this was one of those films that the industry just kind of shoved under the rug, and it was just wrong how it came about. And that's what this documentary portrays. It portrays the way the world works. All of a sudden the funding wasn't there anymore, and they had to finish it on their own. And even when they finished it, there were just so much red tape that they had to cross. And then somehow, some way, the film survived. Evidently, the film got bootlegged and has been circulating for years. But finally, a couple of weeks ago, the director got together with a very cool director's commentary on this Fantastic for Blu-ray, and it's just amazing that that you can actually get a copy of this on a real format, a current format, for that matter. So that is very cool. Um, Definitely think that this documentary is worth your while. So check it out in your own manner. I I was blown away by this documentary. How much, how much was shoved under the rug to make sure that this film did not see the light of day. And I mean, why would you want to, on something that actually looked relatively decent? I mean, at least halfway decent. I mean, even the even the Captain America movie that was done in the '90s was kind of iffy and B-ish along that lines. And that's where I would take that with this. And I actually thought that Joseph Culp did a fantastic job as Doctor Doom. So, um, but there you have it, folks. Hopefully, you enjoyed my description of this film. I thought that you should at least know out there that this documentary does exist on this kind of format. I'm going to tell you, it was basically like 16 bucks to get both of these, and that's actually relatively cheap from Marty Lang himself. So that was spectacular. So um, check it out, folks. I think you can definitely get copies from him. I don't think he's selling them together anymore, but there you go, folks. Thank you. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Appreciate you listening. And I definitely thought it was different listening to the cast as they talked about their experiences, and I think you would too. So check it out in their own right and see them yourself. So thank you. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Appreciate the traffic ahead of time. Thank you.